Hello, thank you for tuning in to this section of reads. These readings should be on the YouTube channel James 13 Wicca in case you're seeing it somewhere else. The information like the cards and dice that's going to be linked below, or like the information will be below, I should say. If you're interested in a reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James the number 4 astral@gmail.com. If you're interested in the donation information, that's below, same email. With that being said, let's go ahead and get into the one you selected. Hello, Aquarius. Thank you very much for tuning into this week's read. These readings are valid for whenever you come to them. That being said, what do we have for Aquarius? I'm already feeling like sarcastic. I don't know where this is coming from. I mean, I know Aquarius can be sarcastic. I don't think you have to be if you don't want to be, but the possibilities are there. And I got somebody to the site saying, oh, the possibilities are endless. Cracking me up. Where's the energy going? I'd love to know. So this cat always looks sarcastic to me when it says good luck. You know, it's like good luck. Like, it's sarcastic. The cat always looks sarcastic to me. So whatever's going on here, I feel like this is one of those times where it may feel to you that it's better to kind of shake up the energy here. Who or whatever this is about, you got this in the past. Okay. It's a very good compatible energy. Lovers is the Lovers card. Obviously, people like the Lovers card. It can talk about Gemini energy. Very compatible for Aquarius. It's another air energy. Intellectual. This is one of those energies that can seem like a puzzle to other people, but you're like, I see what that is. I know what that is. This is an energy that I feel like has been avoiding a calamity. The Tower reversed and the Page of Cups coming in like this. This energy has been avoiding calamity. I keep getting it over and over. So, and the Page of Cups is down here. So it's there. This is about them and your connection with them and what they mean to you. They've been avoiding calamity. And I think calamity has come. I think it's happened. They've been avoiding it for the longest time, but it's here. It's here. If you were, I don't know if I want to go there with this, but I guess I'm gonna. If you were living this life, whatever life they have, it would be a totally different life for one. I mean, not for nothing. But the way they're handling things, I feel like I'm watching it like in subsets. If I was like in the middle of this situation and I was in the role that Three of Swords is, or whoever this Page of Cups may be, if I was in that role, this is what I would do. You have a totally different outset. You wouldn't be in that position. You'd have made different choices. So I feel like we need to kind of put that piece of reality in there. Like, the fact that they're even in the situation they're in is due to the way they make decisions. Just to be fair. And I keep getting like, you can see the way to change the situation. But then again, they're just giving this heads up. You wouldn't probably be where they are because you already do make different decisions. So the Devil card with the King of Swords is kind of saying, there's something here that might be aggravating you because calamity has hit. It's finally hit. I keep looking at the next part, so maybe that's where they want me to go. Not everybody is a fan of whatever's going on here. But this is where I feel like you might be shaking up the energy. You might be taking off some of the pressure from whoever this may be. Whoever this Page of Cups is. You might be making a little bit of a calamity here. I don't think it's the worst thing. I'm saying calamity. Maybe that's not the best way to put it. You're throwing out some distractions. You're getting people thinking. You're getting some conversations going. That's why. Protection. You're protecting this energy. That Devil card, I feel like maybe you're unhappy with how other people are treating this energy. There's a couple different reasons that card's there, but you're not... I feel like you're not really happy with what's going on, but you're making sure, you know, things change, and you're trying to give it a minute to kind of settle while keeping it busy so that people are too busy to cause an issue where you don't want them to cause an issue. There's something, there's a point of contention, I get it, but I understand that it's there, but I don't understand what it actually is. I feel like I'm unhappy with a few different angles here. And I am doing what I have to do to change things. I might be... So the Four of Swords is coming in. I want to heal this situation, but I almost feel... I don't know how this is going to sound. People aren't dealing with things, but I'm looking to heal with it. And I'm kind of fed up with people not healing things, people not dealing with things, and then I constantly have to deal with the runoff. And I'm like, this is ridiculous. Because it's not just them that they're causing issues for. They're causing issues for other people. And I'm looking to heal this situation. So I'm going to have to make some decisions here. They got the grieving here. You got the grieving with the Six of Pentacles. You're making some strategic long-term moves. I feel like, and I keep seeing it the same way, so I don't know how it's going to sound, but it is what it is. I am purposely setting this situation up to where people are going to get boxed in. They're going to paint themselves in a corner, and they're just going to have to deal with the problem. I'm doing that purposely because I'm over dealing with the runoff and how this is bothering people around me and causing everybody else to clean up this mess except for the people that are actually creating it. So I'm forcing it to where they get locked in a corner and they don't have any choice, but they have to deal with it. The grieving there is kind of like, it's like I don't really want to do it, but I'm like, I'm over this. This will end, and it may not be the most enjoyable way to do it, but this needs to happen. Healing is coming out of it, though. I feel like I'm forcing somebody. I really do. Take it with a grain of salt. Readings are for entertainment purposes only. You're doing what you feel like you need to do, but it's for the protection of others is what I'm getting. And ultimately, whoever this is for, if this is hitting, it is for their betterment too. Maybe not through their choice, but it's like, yeah, but they're dragging other people down, and this is unacceptable. This is unacceptable. Once it's done, by the way, it's done. Once it's done, it's done. Okay. Three of Wands, and the Three of Wands comes in like this. It doesn't go, it's not smooth. I don't think you were expecting that. And then the Emperor, not the Emperor, what is that? The Five is the Hierophant upside down. Once it's done, but things have been deconstructed. Things have been deconstructed, and they're just going to have to be what they're going to be. Where this goes next, because you're making the decision you need to make, and for a lot of you, I feel like you're already heading towards this. There's going to be some aspects you do not like. Like, all right, I wanted them to deal with it, but I didn't want them to do that. There's some of that going on here. Ten of Swords, like, oh, I don't, okay, I did need them to deal with it, but that, that's not a rational decision. I didn't think that's where they were going to go with that, because that doesn't make any sense, but lo and behold, they did it. It's hard to get out of this energy, but they're saying, listen, things are moving forward. Aquarius is a dynamic energy. You're meant to make people think. That's part of your purpose, is to get people to think, whether they like it or not. That is part of your purpose. It's life is going to be uncomfortable every now and then. It's just going to be. You don't have to get stuck in this energy. Another way to look at it is kind of like, all right, things are changing. I needed them to change, and they are changing. It's going to get solved. I don't really think I like the way they chose. I wasn't thinking that was a rational choice, so I wasn't worried they were going to do that. But lo and behold, there they go. I'm getting. You don't have to hold out. You don't have to step back. You might. There's a couple different versions of how this is going. You could see it in the more like, all right, it needs to change. Doesn't matter if I like it. Be careful not to keep yourself on the outside at this point. You can if you feel like you need to, but it may not serve the situation. Once it's done what it's done and they've made the decision, there's an idea here that to slowly like help guide it move in a better decision, because I feel like the situation can heal and come back to where it should go. It can reconcile and go back to where it should go. It's going to need some help to make a better decision. I know you don't want to be knee-deep in this. Whatever this is, it doesn't feel like you want to be knee-deep in it. But I'm getting some guidance and direction could help greatly. You don't have to do anything you don't want to. Things seem to gain a lot of speed. Whatever they're making, there's movement moving forward. Whatever you're dealing with, whoever you're dealing with, it seems like they're developing a whole new way of handling this type of situation. The career with the Eight of Wands, they're making total changes here. And I feel like they're trying to make it so they don't have to deal with this problem anymore. The career, it doesn't have to be literally business, but it's almost like, you know, when people say a career criminal or, a serial cheater, something. I don't know where we're going with this. They're going to develop a new pattern. They could use some little they could use a little guidance, at the very least, to not drag other people into their madness. But they could use a little guidance to like give them some heads up, kind of like, all right, I see what you're doing, I see why you're doing it, but just like this is going to be the runoff that you're getting from that, and that's going to build over time, and sooner or later you're not going to be able to run from it. So keep that in mind. I don't know if you're going to keep doing it that way. Here's an option. Instead of doing it that way, maybe you want to try this way a little bit more. There's some direction. To you, it's going to be like, well, obviously, how could you not see that that's going to be a problem? But it might be either they're not thinking of it or they're just not getting it. They could use a little direction. You don't have to do anything you don't want to, clearly. Part of this is a weird, whoever this energy is, I don't know, they mean something to you. You're going to have these moments where you're questioning. If you get involved in the sense where you're trying to give direction, you're trying to help them out, you're trying to like I wouldn't do it that way, maybe try over this way, try one of these options over here, and it doesn't seem like they're listening. The thing is, they are listening, but they have to try their way first. And then when they see that, like, well, Aquarius said that was going to happen, and it is happening. And Aquarius also said that, like, if I keep doing it that way, sooner or later, I'm going to have to pay, I'm going to have to pay the piper. The devil will have its day. So maybe I should think about that before I keep going down this path. You are having an effect. They are hearing you, but to some degree, I feel like they need to do it the hard way. They don't like that you're right, and sometimes they have to test the situation, and then, especially if you've already told them, I wouldn't go that way because this is going to happen, and you can only run from that so many times before it's going to nail you in the butt, and you're not going to like it. And then as they try, like, oh, Aquarius said that was going to happen. Aquarius told me. Maybe I should think about this before I get any deeper into this. It's having an effect. You are having an effect. I just feel like from time to time I'm like, why do I bother? Why do I bother? I feel like that keeps coming up, like, why do I bother? Over time, you will see the outcome. Over time, I do feel like you're going to be a lot happier. It's just realizing that whoever this is, they just got to do it to some degree the hard way. There's the, oh my god, that's really bad, versus the, all right, at least you learned at some point. You know what I mean? There's those, like, some people, they just never learn, but by you helping them and giving them guidance, like, they didn't do it, they could have done it better, but they had to, like, they had to do somewhat, they had to do what they had to do. They are listening. You are making a difference. It is making a difference. You got the Queen of Cups with the family card. Could be literal family. Doesn't have to be. Could be just somebody that's very important to you, that feels like family. You will see in the long run that your words do have effect. They're not listening as intently as they should, but they are listening. And it's not affecting them as quickly as you would like, but it is having an effect. And overall, in the long run, you will have the effect you want. Anything else? Okay. I'm going to shut this down here. Hope that helps. Thank you very much for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James the number 4, astral@gmail.com. If you're interested in the donation information, that's below, same email. Thanks again for watching. Have a great day.